you should start caring. Because apathy is the number one problem here. Apathy is the cause and the effect of the nihilism. The number one problem in the West today is that people have something like the following attitude: nothing really matters. It's all about me, and I should suit myself and not think about the future beyond my death or the past beyond my birth. I don't care if my group ceases to exist. I don't care about what I leave for my descendants, because I don't appreciate the fact that what I have came from my ancestors. Genetics and ancestry may connect them and me, but time and the assurance of the Jewish media separates them and me. In fact, I revel in feeling no connection to my ancestors at all, and in not caring whether my descendants are even born. It's all about me. To which the obvious reply is, it isn't. It really isn't. Well, that's true on the one hand. Let's examine that first. It isn't all about you. You belong to a group, and you belong in that group. You are one part of a very long and ancient story. You are the descendant of thousands of years of evolution, of cultural development, of traditions, of religious and philosophical thought, of artistic exploration and genetic distillation. The language you use, the things you understand, the way you see the world, the ways you are able to see the world, the clothes you wear, the music you call your own, the architecture you're familiar with, the stories you know, the features of your face, the shapes of your bones and internal organs, and every single one of the 37 trillion cells in your body. All of these things attest to the fact that you are of this story. You are not alone. Your life is not meaningless. You don't have to start with nothing and end with nothing more than products. You are not an animal, and it is not just all about you. On the other hand, it is all about you, within the context I just described. You exist in a context of peoplehood, of history, of culture. That context is what makes you meaningful. More than a mere creature, a mere agglomeration of genes. The context which makes you meaningless is the one that you know today. The one that tells you that nothing really matters. It's all just arbitrary consumer choices. That you exist on your own and with infinite possibility and zero attachment. That is the context which divorces you from any meaning and from any possibility of the sacred. You are an individual, and that is precious. But you're also one member of a group, one part of a story. It does not in any way negate your individuality or your sovereignty as an individual to be a member of a group. In fact, it enriches your individuality and gives it meaning that you almost certainly cannot build on your own. It connects you in many ways, genetically, historically, but above all, romantically, to the past which created you, and the future which will remember you, if you are to be remembered at all. And if you are to be remembered at all, it is most likely going to be by the inheritors of that which you own and look after today. Your descendants, your people, your birthright, your responsibility, your gift to the future. New generations of people who could be at one with you, who could recognize you, who could understand you at a spiritual level. This is how all people used to live. You, the Millennial or Generation Zer of 2016, have been reduced to market choices. These are arbitrary and meaningless. The identity you were born with and into is neither arbitrary nor meaningless. It is sacred and bursting with meaning. See beyond your immediate context, the one that is fed to you from your smartphone and the strip mall, and recognize your place in this great, soul-nourishing and life-affirming situation. And if you do so, and if everyone does so, then we can cure our culture, raise our spirits, increase our birth rates, save our peoples, regenerate Western civilization, and resolve all of our various, numerous, and ultimately defeatable millennial woes.